Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is proving he's no one-hit wonder when it comes to making hit TV shows. His latest creation, BMF, also known as Black Mafia Family, was picked up for a second season 4 days after it premiered.
Yeah, that just goes to show you the popularity, right? BMF, inspired by the true story of two brothers growing up in the late 80s in Detroit, who go on to build one of the most influential crime families. So here's a sneak peek.
Wow, yo, you told her, Michi, cause no slap on the wrist or nothing for thinking outside the box. 50 is our brand, that's our name, that's all we got in the streets. Then I made my decision, man. And you didn't even talk to me about it. Nor did you say anything before moving out here, because if you had, guess what? I would have told you what a dumb idea this was without a marketing scheme.
Playing brother Terry Southwest T, Flenory is New York's very own actor, rapper, and spoken word artist, Da Vinci. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Great to see you this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you. Likewise.
Man, congrats on your show. BMF already picked up for a second season after just 1 episode. That's pretty exciting, right?
Thank you. Yeah, that was huge to get picked up that quick. You know, it's not normal.
So, for those who don't know, the show follows two brothers, right? But there is so much more to the inner workings of this script, right? So, what is so compelling about the story? What drew you to want to be part of it?
What drew me to wanting to be part of the story was that, one, it was history and it was a true story. You know, I think it's every actor's dream to play a character that is a real character. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that, you know, these brothers are still alive and, you know, Terry changed his life around a lot. I think it's powerful, and, you know, I can use this as a vehicle to talk to people that are in the streets, that are in similar situations, and kind of stir them the opposite way out. Like, you know, when I'm doing interviews, when I'm doing meet and greets and stuff like that. So I think it was really important to play a character that was so influential in the hip hop culture. And that was just a real story, you know?
Yeah. And this show's not your only gig. You're making your Broadway debut in the play Thoughts of a Colored Man tonight, opening night. You ready? How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm a little nervous and excited at the same time, you know, and I'm just grateful that, you know, being in this business for about, you know, 4 or 5 years, and I'm already, you know, making milestones like this, you know what I'm saying? Like being on Broadway and being a lead in my own show, and, you know, I've been putting up great numbers, you know, and it's just like, it's a huge blessing, you know, because I know there's people who's been doing this for, you know, 10, 15 times longer than I have, you know.
Yeah, but a lot to be proud of for sure. And the cast of Thoughts of a Colored Man is incredible. And you've been in previews right now, but for those who don't know, tell us a little about your character and the story here.
So basically, Thoughts of a Colored Man it's 7 men that are divided into like 7 emotions. And I play the emotion of lust, the young guy that, you know, everybody go through this phase of, you know, you're thinking with your animality instead of, you know, your logic and the wisdom that you learn from life. And that's the character I play. And, you know, in this play, when you watch it, I don't want to give too much away because it's different. It's so different. But when you watch it, it's gonna allow you to empathize with people more. You know, it has a different take. And, you know, everybody who's been walking away from this play have been giving some really good reviews, and it surprised them, you know.
Well, just real quickly, I know you had a special guest that showed up during previews, Wyclef Jean.
Never heard of him.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have to say to you guys? What did he say?
He was really proud. He was really happy. He said he was moved. It was like his words exactly. He said it was like watching Picasso paint.
Wow.
While he was, you know, there. And I was so honored to meet him because I'm Haitian American, you know, and I'm first generation, and he's a Haitian as well. And, you know, he's, you know, someone who kind of, you know, paved the way for me. And you know, so just seeing him and him paying me homage, and he's someone that I grew up looking at like, oh, if he can do it, if he could make it in America, you know, maybe I can too one day. And, you know, him surprising us and coming, I was just like, oh wow, this is crazy. That's and he really enjoyed it. And he told me his daughter has been talking about me and bragging about me so much, like in like All-American and Grownish, and I'm like, oh wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, I have a lot going on. Hey, Da Vinci, we are out of time here because we're up against the launch of Blue Origin, which we're taking live. Hey, but thank you so much for joining us this morning, all right?
Thank you so much.
Break a leg
you guys
tonight.
have a good one. All right, thank you.
And we can catch him tonight at the Thoughts of a Colored Man play. It's now playing.
But let's